Alrighty, welcome back to another Red Flag teaser thing over into here. It's actually been, if I'm not correct, like a month since the last Red Flag teaser over in here. So I get the feeling that we're getting ever so slightly closer to burning memories. If you get like one teaser, get like more than one teaser like every 2 or 3 months. But yeah, I am very, very keen on that whole little teaser thing we got going on over here. So yeah, this is Boris savinkov over here. I think I've said it before him, but if I remember correctly from the devs, he's been moved to Kazan district. So with Rasputin and the fucking Trebetsko and my Eurasian bros, Eurasia gang rides up. Anyways, yeah, he's been moved over into there over here from Belarus, if I remember correctly. So it definitely is going to be interesting that we got going on over into here. Because there's 2 paths you can go down to. From all the ideology icons over here, that's nationalist socialism and humanism, yeah. And it's basically, if I remember correctly from the devs, dictate whose faction you align with over here. So if you go down the left side, just like a little quick rundown on how this works from what they said. If you go on the left side, he'll cooperate with the Germans. If you go on the right side, he'll cooperate with the French. And for the Italians, specifically the Fuminians, because of, Fiume. But a very interesting little thing over here. It's probably not going to be too expensive on the whole diplomacy front over here. Assuming that this is a 2-step forward style focus tree for him. So we're not going to exactly, expect like the full thing until of God's memories. We're going to get like the big thing over here. The reason we're getting savinkov is because, Belarus and all that stuff that got going on over here. And also, Belarus is actually getting a new focus tree, if I remember correctly. Because they've said over here, because of, savinkov being moved over here, they've redid the whole focus tree for Belarus. So we got to get a new one for him as well. The new one for Belarus over here, and I'm interested to see how that's gonna be about. I'm interested in the whole of the intermarium stuff because there's a lot of interesting things that can occur with them. With the pale horse, I'm gonna read these folks real quick. Pale horse and death, his rider over here. If I remember correctly, I think he's called his he calls autobiography that he wrote, the Pale Rider. Remember quickly, a lot to do with like revelations and all that shit over here. And if the super event quote, if I remember correctly, took is Revelation 8:6. His super event over here. I don't know whether that's gonna remain. It probably will, because of the whole pale horse thing. We have the 2 sides over here: democracy of the folk and the aristocracy of the bomb, which is my favorite name for a focus ever. Aristocracy of the bomb, and this take where you go on the German side. Or the fuming side. This definitely is going to be interesting. I'll move quick. This is going to be a little interesting stuff. Actually, for both of them, really, we got raised the green armies because savinkov is all about like peasantry. Eliminate the nomads and nomadic waste over here. Probably all the nomad stuff over here. Get them in line with the socialism. But a new meaning of socialism. Do the patriotic work and bring Russia to modernity. What really dictates is which one you go down over here. For democracy, you can have a God made this land, selfless knights of terror. Terrorism for the good over here. I'm sure nothing bad can possibly happen. Bound in our hands, because in order to truly become a democracy, you have to rig the vote. For third Russia, and then just land over here. I think this whole like third Rome, like the whole like illusion of third Rome, Russia being the third Rome over here, and this would be the 3rd time Russia been remade. For the aristocracy, we have the selfless sacrifice of nihilism. God dwells in blood over here. I'm assuming that means that we're gonna get rid of that nihilism. So we affirm that decadent romanticism, affirm the city and Russian front of labor in the glorious land. Just a glorious land over in here. Like the focuses. Focuses do look nice. And then for both of them, for Kolchakocracy's annihilation, on the scores of town over here. I'm assuming these are like we can get like the war goals and shit, or at least like a prep for when you go to war. Behind them hill, stands the earth and the flags of rebellion. I'm assuming this is when you actually start doing all the unification stuff. And then you got I should read these over here. Actually, no, we're gonna do them now. Together for freedom and death to Bolshevism. This is obviously Cavcat stuff over here. I'm assuming that like depending on if they're compatible. So if you go down the Fume path over here, you can do this. But if you go down here, you do this. Maybe it's the other way around. Also, unite with Lost Scythians over into there. If you remember from the JD teaser a bit about, I think I mentioned this in during a JD teaser vid. But if not, over here, there was something relating to purging Red Scythians over in here. I'm assuming this is related to that over here, because if I remember correctly, Gorgolav wasn't just the head, wasn't like the de facto head of the Scythian movement. There were others. Many of them were left wing. So I'm assuming that it's going to be expanded upon at least a little bit over here. And once I've got memories coming out, the big rush update, that's definitely going to be improved upon. Then we got the 7th seal over here, keeping up with that Revelations theme going on over in here. I'm assuming that's officially actually going to war with officially getting into war. Smite the Bear being the Russian Empire, the Horde, the version being like towards Siberia, with Zatorossi and all that stuff. And towards the New Jerusalem, I'm assuming that's the unification. How new will be just Jerusalem? Who knows? But first off, for our left side, the deed. The man had not slept well for weeks, yet his mood could not be more jovial. His hands, rough with years spent in hiding, wandering from place to place for shelter, were fiddling with the elegant and particularly stubborn lock, twisting it to the dogged defiance. The mechanism refused to give way. Lock's next frustrating snap was enough. Grabbing a blunter instrument, he bashed and bashed until his brass guts were spilled onto the cold, wet ground. As tiresome as the process had been, the man still couldn't hide his real surprise. Usually the creatures he had been hunting applied much heavier measures to themselves than this. Those who hadn't long fled before his arrival sent dogs and bullets in one corner of their claws and fists. It seldom made a difference. After all, there was nothing that could hold him back from playing the mesmerizing melody the master had taught him years ago. He had been made aware of the machinations of his prey long ago, and his useless and meaningless pleas. Even before he had joined the party, it all made little sense to him. How could you divide land when land is everywhere? Is it a mercy that other things can be divided more rationally? With the thumb from the hand and the head from the neck of the nose from the face, his hand shook as he drew his cuts. With a present shiver, though, electric, full of restless energy. One that grips and holds and does not let go. Bam, 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 whack. Each note swung as a flood smeared into his face. Left, right, and fin. He'd not have been enough. He'd never have enough. In the moment he was a church organ, his body alone playing hymns that pleased the Lord, and happy he was. Because the man could not stop playing. It wasn't a matter of how but how much. Hours had passed with no end in sight. Tranquil, somber chains of wistful excruciating soprano switches. All melodies passed through his body and soul, bone by bone. He painted out, falling to the face of the beast. The man dropped his instruments on the ground, gazing at the work he had done, and he saw that it was very good. I'm assuming this is really into the many terrorists that savinkov recruits. Because the whole, like, to start a revolution, you need some good old-fashioned terror in our revolution. Like, Cells are nice of terror. We need some of that shit over here. Meanwhile, for the humanists, a candlelit night. Sky above was starless and moonless, and all the spectators had for a moment turned their gaze away from the face of the earth. Inside the little shack, the boys attending hadn't gotten the luck to bring any torches, so they have seen the pale moonlight they had to do with the piles of melted wax that could hardly be called candles. He predicted the gaunt faces, scrawny bodies, drawing grotesque shapes and dancing under its frenzy. Outside the lone black coffin stood. It had a flowery wreath of mourner escort, but nonetheless its elegant ebony shapes dominated the scene. No one dared speak. Stickily enough to breathe too loudly, were quickly scorned by stares from their companions until the unnatural signs returned. After some half an hour or so, the door behind where they stood creaked and opened with pains and moans. A possibly tall black hood plodded forward, No one appeared to pay attention, as they are yet to turn. However, as soon as they figured what passed them, they fell into the knees, still averting his presence. The heroic screamed at every step. It must be how they were able to tell when it kneeled. To kneel. It advanced solemnly until reaching the coffin and spoke position behind it. Revealing chalk white hands on the robe, the raised arm spoke. In the realm of the dead, this youth found himself alone and afraid. He sees naught but darkness, and knows nothing but cold behind him. A life, parents, friends, a beloved, sweat and tears, and then nothing. He has met no god or demon, only silence. See for yourself. Death then opened the coffin and left the body exposed for all those gathered. He could be older than 16, and look much younger inside the cushioned innards of the box. Blonde, skinny with a dirty mustache, his dirty fingernails are pocketed cheeks told him of his former origin. The antiquated suit he wore dressed and said otherwise. Death caressed his fringe, almost motherly. Cold and silent. Are not meant for this young man. A higher order has called him. This is our mission. As all here present, I have also returned from the world of the dead, born anew. Let all those remnants tell the ways back to the kingdom of flesh and passion, so that lost soul may return. The gathering became quiet and spoke slowly and clearly with purposeful deep and gritty voices. Above the coffin, the ceiling opened slightly to reveal a pitch-black room, and the scarred snouts of an animal, a fawn, a diminutive red deer. If there was a symbol of innocence, of prey, there it was. It laments only dragged them more and more desperate as the drop of blood hits the corpse in his faded suit, making him flinch almost imperceptibly. Droplets become a steady stream. Morpheus, return from hell as we did. Follow the warmth of fresh blood and the sound of our beating hearts. Return from hell as we did. Feel the fire burn your limbs and body. Return from hell as we did and be born again. In the flash, the dead man opened his eyes and his companions tilted the coffin from the table to stand upright. In the center of the stage, still drenched in blood, he took a step forward, upon which death put a white robe over him, crowned him with a straw wreath, and offered the knife. Rowan trembled just like a thus-born wild animal. She had fought against everything around it. In the weak voice and tear-eyed, he fulfilled his right on the stars and moonless light. We cannot love. We are spiritual vagabonds. We are poor in spirit. We burn, we fight, we destroy. Our life is the hatred we feel. And that's the ultimate point of all this. Because a man who's all bones named Jones once said, hatred and spite are very powerful motivators. And that is very evident over here with this elaborate ass ritual and the whole fucking death and the pale horse shit. Very interesting stuff over here, and very much so like what I'm seeing over here with all the weird shit we got going on over here with Mr. Savinkov. Yeah, very much am keen on how we're gonna play it over here. I very much cannot wait for Burning Moon to come out over here. My guess, probably in the summer, maybe. No videos probably not gonna be around there. But I get the feeling like sometime in the summer, maybe. Will be interesting to see how that pans out over here. Because we still got progress report before the big update comes out. So, we still have to wait a bit more. Hopefully things are going good over here. But yeah, very much I'm liking this video. The portrait's looking nice. Focus tree looking pretty damn fine. And the events are very interesting seeing over here. Seeing like how this all plays out over here with like the fucking terrorism aspect. And the whole revelation shit. And the little things we got going on over here for Mr. Savinkov. So yeah, a lot more of his compared to Kaiser Reich and Kaiser Redux, his portrayal here is being much more accurate over here. I can't remember the damn sources for this over here, but if I remember correctly, it's far more accurate than this is far more accurate to Savinkov than his Kaiser Reich portrayals. Like, but very much so. But yeah, that's what I for. Accuracy in its weirdness. Even the most outlandish shit in Red Flooded is based on some aspect of the truth. Well, and an exact aspect of the truth of it, where like being earlier believes or like what a person actually believes. Without verifiable sources and shit. Very much I'm interested and keen on that. So yeah, that's a little teaser video over here. Pretty nice stuff over here. And it's been exactly like a month since the last teaser over here. Don't know if we're gonna get like a monthly Red Flood teaser or some shit. Maybe we will. Maybe we won't. Who knows? All depends on over here, because we still got burn members over here. Because once that shit drops, you damn well know we're gonna be playing the shit out of that. Especially France over here. We're gonna be doing a lot of stuff over here. Along with Spain over here. But I definitely will be doing off-screen stuff when that comes over here to familiar myself. But until then, I'll see you guys in the next teaser. Say what you go down over into here. Leave that in the comments if you want to. I'm not. I don't know. I don't really give many comments. But if you want to, you can leave it in the comment below which side you would pick. Or would you join rather? Either way. Till then, I'll see you guys in whatever we do next over into here. I think I got something coming. Till then, I'll see you. Right.